we would all live in harmony and happiness. And that is what God will restore on this earth. And if you and I want to participate, and I personally believe you would not be here if you didn't want to, if we want to participate in that, we can go to the Father in the name and blood of His Son and ask for forgiveness and for rehabilitation so that we'll be ready when He comes.
What about Jupiter Island and the New World Order plans?
In the 1980s, 1990s, I was tasked under the Terrorist Incident Working Group to a unit called the Operational Subgroups. Many of our meetings in 89, 90, 91 were held in southeast Florida on Jupiter Island. In a briefing in a home of an affluent woman, and we held our briefings there. Those briefings would normally follow the G7 conferences and summits. And the reason it would normally follow that is because at that time, remember I said we were working as an international group, not necessarily just U.S. Intelligence officers. Under this international plan, they were looking toward doing a master plan for the whole world. You know, even as a community, as your community has a development plan to help develop the community into a better place, these people have their plans to develop the world into a better place. And I would sit in meetings and they would come to us and say, well, you know, we have a problem in this arena. We have a very uncooperative government, say in France. We need to do something there. So it would be tasked over to the operations and plans section of the operational subgroups to come up with a plan on what to do. So we would go into our planning phase. We'd look into say France and decide, well, you know, the president in France just isn't cooperating here. You know, he's kind of a loose cannon. What can we do? Well, let's do a little counterintelligence work, incite some riots or something like that. And that's what we did to help neutralize these countries and these leaders. Sometimes we'd go into a country and wipe out that leader's bank account and let him know, you know.
But you had the power to do that.
Sure we had.
Because I believe the scriptures tell us everything we need to know. Amos 3:7, God says, I'm not going to do anything except to tell the prophets first what I'm going to do. So you have Yeshua saying that the last days are going to be such that there's never been a time like it, and there never will be a time ever again like it. It's the most significant time in all of human history, the end times. So do you think He's going to leave us hanging concerning the identity of the characters that are going to play a part in the last days? I don't. I think He's going to tell us exactly who we're dealing with.
Here's the way they look at it. Here's their metaphor for the end of innocence. Adam and Eve were held prisoner in the Garden of Eden by an unjust, cruel, and vindictive God. Until Lucifer, through his agent Satan, set man free from this garden by giving him the gift of intellect. Through the use of intellect, man will conquer the earth, will conquer nature, and will himself become God. It's taught in every Masonic temple in this land, every secret brotherhood, every secret society, every mystical temple, every occult organization teaches the Luciferian philosophy.
Understand that there are these divine beings out there that were part of the heavenly council that are extremely powerful, and that some of these beings have fallen. Because what that psalm is talking about, if you read the whole Psalm 82, is that they are oppressing the poor. They are not judging rightly among the poor. Yahweh gave these celestial beings authority over certain parts of humanity, and they were abusing their people. They were allowing the poor to be victimized. And so He's saying unto them that, you know, even though thou art gods, you will fall like the princes and die like men. And again, the wages of sin is what? Death. So even these beings can die.